Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review, episode 165, consistency. Yeah, 165 says consistency every Monday. Good morning once again. Well, someone please tell me if we have sound, if you can see the image, and we can start presenting. Morning, Bukur. Morning, everyone. Okay, let's start. Slow and steady. Bitcoin weekly chart. The best chart is the CME chart for this purpose to see the gaps. What do we have? Well, last week we had this candle. This week we have this candle. We are kind of in the same place like last week. We still have this weekly W. And that's about it. We didn't close the gap. We have one gap, second gap, and maybe more above that level. But we are still in the same place. We are trying to consolidate, if you want to call it that way, or it's a trap. We don't know. I know that sounds up, down, or to the left or to the right, but could be a trap, like was last time, like a lot of times when you have a bear market. Let's see what will happen. Slow and steady. Look at the indicators. I see one thing here. I see this bullish divergence on weekly. Bullish divergence on MACD histogram, W on RSI, W on OBV. W in price. Is trying to form a bottom? Definitely is trying to form a bottom. The problem is, will succeed to form a bottom or not? Now we have more than 50% chances to push higher. Higher means maybe this level, 86, maybe 92. I don't know if we'll take the high here at 100. I don't think that, but it's possible to push higher. My question is this a fake out or it's a real move up to retest 100K? In my humble opinion, is that we are trying to do that, but could be a nice fake out like last time. I don't trust this move. Yeah, looks nice, but also looks painted, like someone painted this image here. All over the place, dangerous situations. We are just waiting for something to snap, something to break, and we'll go down. What is the potential to the upside? What is the potential to the downside? I should trust this move? No. So on weekly, we have more than 50% chances to go up, but me personally, Paul J, stupid trader, I don't believe this move for the moment. If we'll dump back down here at 74 or a bit lower, and we hold 69, nothing bad is happening, and we'll hold this level and we'll create another W here, maybe I'll think about, well, it's consolidating more, it's taking 69, 70K again as a support. Maybe then I'll think about it. Here, I could see the market going up here, but it will not give me a nice risk to reward. It's 1-to-1 or less. I don't want that move. Nothing else, people. I don't see it. Maybe I'm stupid and 50% of the time I'm wrong. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Everyone is talking about this W. Everyone is talking about, well, you can see it's going up, it's going, well, yeah, it's too obvious. I don't know what to say about that. For the moment, yeah, we had a nice double bottom. We closed the gap. We made it above the neckline. We closed 1-2 weeks above that neckline. Do we have a 2-to-1 potential here? In my humble opinion, no. ES pumped above all-time high. Bitcoin didn't do anything. Imagine if ES will stop pumping and will dump a little bit. What will happen with Bitcoin? Bitcoin indeed had a really nice bull market until 126. Okay, we had the move. Do you see the market reversing and 1% buying Bitcoin here? I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, people. Like I said, statistically, we should have more than 50% chances to push higher. My 2 cents is that I'll miss this move. I dollar cost average Bitcoin below 69 as long every week I had Bitcoin below 69, slowly accumulating Bitcoin. That was a part of my investing plan. Once we accepted or we stayed above 69, I stopped dollar cost averaging because that was the idea. And I'm not adding nothing more here above 70K. I could be wrong. Okay, enough blabbing about Bitcoin. You can see W, 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 and a lot of W's everywhere. If you get a nice retracement, then we can think about a long. Here, I don't think we have the risk to reward to play something. Maybe I'm wrong. Ethereum on CME, on weekly chart, similar. A lot or a bit weaker than Bitcoin, but similar. Big gaps, W's, weekly W's. Is this a trap? It's a real move. To be honest, on Ethereum, I could see this big range playing out. Fake out, back in the middle, back in the long reload zone here at $2,000. If at $2,000 I'll see another W, okay, maybe I'll think about it. It's enough to have a daily W at $2,000? Probably yes. Can we, someone is asking about CME gaps. Can we close the gaps here? Well, technically, yeah. They are here. We can close at 2,700. We can close at 2,900. When a CME gap is closed. Well, what kind of CME gap is here? Weekly? Well, we should have weekly close. Daily? We should have daily close. I think if we have a daily close, that should be enough, but that's my 2 cents. Anyway, everyone is thinking breakout. We should think sideways. A range. Why? 70% of the time market is in a range. And yeah, here we can consider this one a range. What is a range? How we know that is a range? Equal highs and equal lows. We have equal highs here? Kind of. We have equal highs here? Yeah. Why we think breakout in May? What is in May? Who knows from traditional market? What do we say in May? And May is here, couple of days. Let's see who will say that phrase first in the chat. By the way, people, hit the like, repost, help us out a little bit to be a bit more visible here. Just a little bit more visible. Thank you. I can see 37 reposts, 38 likes. Nice. Sell in May and walk away, or sell in May and go away. Exactly. Exactly. Sebastian said it first. Yeah. So we are becoming bullish in May. Yeah, we are getting in May and everything looks bullish, everything looks nice. We'll go to the moon, happy camping, let's clap our hands, let's sing a happy song. Do you see anything wrong with that? I don't know. People, I prefer to be wrong than to be so stupid. We have all the clues. Well, yeah, W, but looks painted. We have that gap. Well, yeah, we have it, but look at the range. Even if I'm thinking bullish here, give me an entry. I don't want to enter here. What is the risk reward here? Okay, as a day trader, if I want to switch to the long side and chase also the longs, not only the SFU short setups. Okay, I could do that. I have Holy Grail. Nobody could stop me to do that. But here, making me think being bullish, having a bullish bias because, well, you know, happy camping, W's. Yeah, I know W's. I love W's. I'm playing W's all the time. But I'm playing 1 hour W's, not weekly W's above the neckline. When if we'll push here, we'll have a strong resistance. Even if we push there. To be honest, look at on Ethereum, I see range. Hopefully I'm wrong, people. I'll be happy to be wrong. Why? You know that I have a lot of altcoin bags. If Ethereum will pump to 3,000, imagine that shitcoins, even if they will lag behind Bitcoin and Ethereum, will still pump. I'll still be more than happy to see my spot portfolio growing. But at the same time, let's look at the chart. Let's see the range. Look at this candle. This defines a strong range, a nice one. And we played it. We respected the middle. We SFU'd. We did this. We did that. That is telling me this is a strong range. And even if we'll push higher, we'll come back to retest this one. So, extra careful with the bullish sentiment. It's sell in May, so yeah, in May we can have a little bit of pump, but that will be something to sell, something to short sometimes. Keep in mind, people, if I'm saying I'm not bullish here, I'm not saying short. It's a difference between selling, between shorting, or not buying the narrative here. Big difference. If I don't want to long here, that doesn't mean automatically short. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Looks more like a range than a uptrend to me. Look, let me zoom out. Huh? Let me look left. Do whatever you want, people. It's your money. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'll say it again and again and again. I'm just telling you my 2 stupid cents what I think about the market. So let's be extra careful here. Not be too bullish. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's take a look at ES on weekly. No? It's a big difference here. Look at the weekly chart on ES. By the way, we have the same level like last week. Yeah, you can see. 1 week of almost nothing. With some bearish divergence on all the indicators. If on Bitcoin we have some W's and some bullish divergence on indicators, here on weekly you have bearish divergence on OBV. Potential one, but you get the idea. Similar on RSI. Clear textbook one on OBV on weekly is telling us that, well, we can push a bit higher, but the market is not as strong as you see it on the chart. I could be wrong, people. I could be wrong. But you don't convince me here that I should clap my hands, sing a happy song, and go and buy ES. Sorry, not me. If the market will push higher, okay, I'll hunt the next TM. If we'll accept below this previous all-time high, then will confirm me that this is a fake out. If we'll keep pushing higher, okay, I know that Bitcoin will be dragged higher, Ethereum and altcoins will slowly lag but pump with ES. But if ES will collapse, I'm not trading ES, I'm using ES exactly like I mentioned earlier. I use it as confluence. I frame setups on ES for our community because some of you are trading ES, and I could see a setup sometimes faster than other people, and I'll pinpoint. I even set an alarm for ES for VIP members. But I'm not trading ES for the moment. And some people ask me why. Well, I'm more than happy to stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum for the moment. And for me to change and go on traditional market, it's a lot of pain in the ass. I need to update my trading plan. I need to change my daily routines. I need to do this. I need to do that. a lot of preparation until I'll be allowed to go on traditional market. And I honestly prefer to be lazy and stick with Bitcoin and crypto. I have everything there. I saw lately some nice setups. Okay, I framed those. I set some alarms. I'm happy that you made money with them. That's about it. If Bitcoin will not perform for months and I'll see that my profit is going lower and lower and lower, then yes. By the way, about April, someone said in premium chat, well, hopefully it will be better in May because April was ugly and our portfolio is not happy. Indeed, April wasn't the best. If you missed 2 or 3 nice setups, you lost money or you are a break-even trader. But do analysis. Go and check your journal if you have one and see how many trades you took outside of Crypto Traders Arena, how many times you fucked around and you scalped up and down without any clear setup because you think so. And you will see that your loss is because you overtraded, you played stupid games, you won stupid prizes, and a stupid trader like me, like Stefan and other trader who's experienced that listened and they said, okay, let's zoom out, let's stay out, is not the proper environment for us to be aggressive. And you see they are profitable and you lost some money. The market is hard for all of us. Yeah? Okay, April was a bit harder than the rest of the months. We made money in the beginning of the year. April was a bit harsh. But I still managed to be profitable. Stefan still managed to be profitable. Experienced traders managed to be profitable. Not so much money, but still profitable. Please go back, check your journal and see how many setups you took without a clear setup, how many trades you took by yourself. Even if I told you beginners to stay out and follow the other setups you see on experienced traders, go and do that and then come back and tell me, well, no, actually your setups didn't manage to be profitable. Okay, that's yes. On weekly looks damn strong. Look, 1, 2, 3 candles. We are slowing down here. I could go on daily a little bit and see. Yeah, you can see what we have here. We created a new high, even today. Yeah, but look at RSI fighting the overbought. Look at the OBV already in a bearish divergence here. That's not a small signal, people. It's a clear warning. Okay, we can push higher, but the market is not as strong as you see it. Clear warning. OBV divergence on daily. Or even if it's not a clear divergence on daily, it's an EM here, you should pay attention. Okay. Let's go back on weekly and let's see what we have on the rest of the charts. Dominance. I was hoping to hold below 60% and dump. You know what I want from dominance, but not this time. For the moment, we are hoping for EMs, but we got some Ws here. This could be a big W. I was hoping in the weekend on daily to see an EM, even on 4-hour chart, but no, was too much to ask from the market. I still think at some point in time we'll go to 50% and lower, but maybe I'm wrong. Who the fuck am I to tell the market what to do? Can we push higher before we'll push lower? Yes, we can SFU this level and even short reload zone. I don't want to predict the market. I just want to give me a clear EM, a daily EM will be nice. That will trigger something for me. But overall on weekly, a clear idea. We are above 60% and we have some Ws. It's that simple. So don't hope for altcoin season when you see W's in dominance, when you see dominance above 60% and closing there. Let's wait. Time for altcoins will probably come sooner or later. Okay. Ethereum versus Bitcoin on weekly. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere on weekly. You can see W, small W here. If who remembers this W when we said, well, this is it. This is the bottom on Ethereum. Head and shoulder we talked about at that time. Then big W on weekly. Then we pushed higher. And now, unfortunately, we have lower highs and lower lows even on weekly. And here it's a nice 50% level, 0.03 support and resistance level. But if we put the fib from the low to the high, I think this is the area where we should look for a weekly W. Is this a weekly W? You tell me if it's a weekly W or it's a fake out like everything else. If I go on daily, you will see it pretty obviously. Now, initial range, breakout, fake out, breakout, fake out, and we are back to the support and resistance level, close to the long reload zone. If the market will dump back down here, maybe as a few some these weeks here, and then create a W, maybe we have a chance with Ethereum. Until then, it's underperforming Bitcoin. Total market cap, I'm not too happy, I'm not too upset about it. Look at it. People, let's just see the reality. This is a 2.5 trillion. We are between 3 and 2. Exactly in the middle with a W. Let's see if it's a real W or it's a fake out, like everything else I said. Can we try to form a bottom here and this W to be a range and go sideways for some time? Is that possible in a bear market? Is that probable in a bear market? Or any W we see? Go and buy the W to the moon. What's the best approach? Please tell me. Maybe this time is different and I'm stupid, people. Maybe. Yes, maybe. Okay. That's my overview on higher time frame. Looking at gold, I told you, don't touch it. It's weak. If we don't even test 5,000, I think we'll range. I think we'll fuck around here. He's not the main character anymore, but could be violent, could be ugly. If you manage to buy at the lows and sell at the highs, okay. Here, only if you are a gold bug or you are a gold day trader, you can make some money. I could go on daily, see what we have. We are still below 5,000, going and trying to consolidate at this level, which is not the best. I was hoping to accept above 5,000, to do a fake out here, and here we can find a nice setup. Here I'm not tempted to take a trade. To be honest, I could see a AB equals D to the downside, which is not nice. Anyway, let's just say it's consolidating. Silver, it's ugly. I still have a bit from that really nice setup here. Nothing else. And oil, I told you multiple times, even if it's tempting to play this one. I know it's tempting. I know it's, well, oil, everyone is talking about oil, drawing your attention to oil, giving you setups on oil. Yeah, everything is nice. Everything is about oil. Actually, it's a trap. Actually, it's too volatile. Actually, it's not respecting the technical analysis properly on lower time frame. It's up and down and up and down. It's a way for the 1% to take more money from you. Why I'm saying that? Well, when the technical analysis is working the best, who can tell me that in the chat? When the technical analysis is working the best, and when we should stay the fuck out. Yeah, shortly therein, yes. Technical analysis works best when you don't have fundamental events. then technical analysis works the best win rates, the best setups, the best chances to make money. Being a technical analysis, playing clear setups. When you have fundamental events, stay the fuck out, because is setting up for a period for technical analysis. Now we are in the fundamental part where we are starting the war, we are stopping the war, we are doing this, we are doing that, and someone is controlling the narrative, someone is putting the news there at a support, at a resistance. When they think, well, we have enough longs, let's take their money, we have enough shorts, let's take their money. And here we have Trump, in my humble opinion, it's a puppet for 1%, like everyone else. Yeah, I don't consider that Trump is driving the narrative. If you want to contradict me, okay, go ahead. Look at the files and you'll understand. Yeah, so someone he's making money for his family in that. In the meantime, yes, a lot of money. It's obvious. It's so obvious that I don't need to say it here. But someone behind the scenes is moving the hands. Someone behind the scenes is moving the markets. And they intend to take your money in this environment, not to let you win. Not even a little bit. Okay. They are pumping, they are dumping, they are creating gaps up and down. You can see 61.8 and we pumped. But even if you take that 61.8, okay, where is the stop loss? Let's say you play a mountain man. Well, stop loss should be here. Do you have risk reward here? Well, not quite. I told you my thinking, my view about oil. If we'll dump here, create a W here at 78.6, where we said that Venezuela, it's a trap for a lot of people. If we'll create a W here, then yeah, I think we have a nice risk to reward. We don't want to play all the setups. We want to play the best ones. And if let's say few the highs, some bad news, well, the war is starting 2 times harder, and we'll let's say few the highs, that will be a trap, and that could be a nice short. But extra careful. Reclaiming back below. In meantime, in this ugly range, be my guest. Go ahead, try to make money. And come back here and tell me how much money you made. Okay, that's the overview, people. I blabbed away for half an hour. I don't know if you get any value from my rants, from my opinions. They are just my opinions. I'm not your financial advisor. We can go on lower time frame, but I want to look at the chart of Bitcoin on daily one more time. Now, to see a different view. You can see short reload zone is all the way up here, 88. I told you last Monday. I consider this like a magnet. Yeah, we can pump there. In the same time, let's put some fucking indicators. What do you see on MACD histogram? What do you see on RSI? Well, I see a potential bearish divergence on daily on RSI. Potential for the moment. OBV, just respecting the price action. Look at the MACD histogram. Confirm bearish divergence on day. MACD histogram is coiling, is trying to tell us something. Is possible to pump here? Yes. Will violently reject from there? Possible. Can we aim out here and go and retest 69? Actually, that's the bullish scenario for me. Why? Because if we are not doing the exponential move up and we are slowly coming back down here and retesting this level 70k 69 and we're creating a W here, that could trigger something for me. From here, nothing I can do. I'm still tempted to take the SFUs. Yes, I'll show you in 1 minute why I'm thinking SFUs are the best. Are still the best setups to play. Okay. So that's the overview. Let's take a look at the calendar and let's see what we have this week. And guess what? Wednesday, we have Fed interest rate and Fed press conference. I could tell you that. This week will be a total fuckery, and you should play only SFU setups from now on, or stay out from the market. When you see FOMC, when you see interest rate decisions, we should stay out and play only SFU setups. SFU setups with 0.5 risk per trade, not more, and nothing else. Can someone tell me why we should do that? So, only grabbing liquidity from the SFP levels. Yeah. In a week where we have Fed interest rate decision, we should play only SFU setups. In the news 1 hour before the Fed interest rate decision and 1 hour after that, please don't touch the market. Close all your trades on lower time frame. I don't want to see anyone liquidated, destroyed because the news. Exactly. Big players, they will slow down. Big players will say, well, we have a Fed interest rate. Oh, those motherfuckers, I don't know what they do. Let's close the position. Let's stay out. Let's protect our capital. That's their mentality every time. Big news, fundamental events, we don't know what will happen. Well, if we don't know, if we don't have an advantage, out. And liquidity will drop. And then the market makers, they'll be forced to hunt liquidity where? At the SFP levels. So, the summertime is coming anyway, people. And the summertime favorite setup is... Who was with me last year in the summer? Who was with me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? What is our favorite setup in June, July, August? Exactly. That's the setup we want to play. It's that simple. You'll see how profitable it is. Just to play the SFU setups. When the liquidity is dropping, market makers are forced to go and sweep the liquidity points and take the stop losses over and over again. Even if you zoom out on the summertime, the market was in an ugly range, up and down, but nothing actually happened, but a lot of SFUs. And what we should do? We should be stupid and play other setups, or we should be smart and play SFU like market makers. Okay. And then Thursday we have again GDP, income, spending. Friday we have PMI. So a week full of big and important news. Let's not say that, well, Trump will compensate for even more news. He will do his part. You saw that, well, another attempt on Trump. Well, nice movie. I like it. Okay, people. So, let's go on lower time frame. Well, Bitcoin 1 hour chart. I said Friday I'll play the shark. We had an alarm here. The alarm triggered. The alarm goes to VIP. I thought that was a different alarm from ES. I said, what the fuck happened? Was too early for that. The ES wasn't open. That was my fault. And guess what? I deleted the alarm. Well, motherfuckers, they are waking up the VIP without reasons. And actually was later I saw that was the shark setup. I had a limit order from Friday, managed to get risk-free here in the dump, and guess what happened? A specific setup in the Asia session. Do you know the setup? Well, this was the setup. Look at it. We swept the liquidity and then dump, and look what's happening now. What we are doing now? We are trying to retest previous week Monday high. Please be bullish. Please think to the moon. Be part of 90%. Please do that. Look at the setup, people. Okay, I didn't make money with the shark, but I managed to get risk-free. And I had to go to sleep, and I said, well, fuck it, let's just leave it there. I don't have anything to lose. It's risk-free anyway. Motherfuckers, they just stopped me out on that setup and they dumped. Coincidence, probably you had, I don't know, I didn't have time to study the news this morning. But probably we had a new something here. Something happened. Market is not dumping without a reason. They provide a reason for us every time. What is now? Well, today it's Monday. Today we'll form the Monday high and the Monday low. Probably we'll dump and push all the way down here to create the Monday low. Tomorrow we'll know better. Problem for this week is that we have FOMC, we have interest rate, and we should play only the SFU setups. So the SFU level here stays the same, is the same level, is similar, too close to modify it. We have one here. I don't think this is the best one to play. This could be an SFU on this week low. The next one is here at 78.6. That's a good level. And then we have this one. So if the market will dump all the way down here in these levels and you see a reclaim, play the SFU. Easy, simple. But please don't think to the moon, people. I see too many people thinking to the moon, and I see some traders, all traders, that I didn't give them too much attention. I consider them, well, simple strategies, seeing the market a lot better lately. A lot better. And I could show you in a premium live stream in the New York session what traders I'm talking about. Okay, that's Bitcoin here. Let's take a look at Ethereum. You can see Ethereum weaker than Bitcoin. Guess what happened? We didn't SFU on Ethereum. Shark was always a good idea. Look at Shark and then dump. And we are already in the middle of the Monday range. Don't play any SFU on Ethereum until this one. It's weaker than Bitcoin. Probably will test this SFU. And play this setup only if the SFU is setting up. If you see a reclaim back above that level. SFU, it's a ugly, not a fast setup. You take the trade at the reclaim, you set the stop loss. If the market will tell you that will create a new low or a new high, you get the fuck out automatically. You don't look back. You don't revenge, you don't think twice, you don't do anything. You took the setup, didn't work, you wait for the next one. How many of you can do that? Okay. Aster. Let's zoom out on 4-hour chart, people. Let's zoom out a little bit. Do you know a stupid trader that told you don't touch this one? I consider this one is strong. No, I consider they broke down here. Can you see it? We accept it. Okay, you can see this is a support and resistance. If they bounced, someone had a reason to keep this market above. And they pumped it every time. Even if we dumped here, we bounced immediately back up. What is changed now? We closed back below those levels. We did a bounce, but the bounce was weak. And it's like a breakdown. We broke down. We are retesting as a resistance now. And we can go lower. Now, if you want to play something, it's up to you. I still prefer not to touch this one. So my thinking on this one is something like this, people. Something like this. Maybe I'm wrong. I still prefer to look at other charts. But I could see the breakdown here. And I explained you why. Okay. Let's go on Tao. Where are the bulls? Where are the bulls on Tao? Where are the moon boys that said Tao is the best? We'll go to 2000 here. No. No bear market on Tao. No. They are gone. Long reload zone, shark level below 200. This is the area. 78.6. Here is the area where I want to think long. Something like this, people. Here. If I'll see W's here, maybe I'll pay attention. Here, I'm not interested to see anything. I wanted to see a bounce to short. Never happened. So be it. Next boss. Hype. I told you don't short hype. Did I tell you not to short this shitcoin? Did I tell you or I didn't tell you? How many times I told you to stay the fuck out, don't short hype. Short something else, don't short the strongest one. And look what happened. They fucked around, but they are still above $40. Everything is 1 or 2% down. Hype, no. 0.005 up. But why you should listen to Paul? No. Go on FAFO. Go on FAFO. You'll see what's happening. I still am on the same opinion. Yes, I don't want to buy hype here at $40. I don't want to invest in hype at $40. My main reason is because I did that at $10. And I don't consider it's a good level here. But don't short this one because it's stronger than the rest. Just leave it alone. If we'll dump, without us, if we'll dump below 25, if we'll dump here, $20, maybe lower, then okay. No, it's not FAFO season. It's FAFO mentality for a lot of traders. They saw a hard month in April and they consider they should FAFO. They should compensate. They don't understand that the way you deal with a hard month is to zoom out and lower the risk. That's how you deal with harsh environment, people. And I'll say it again. The way you deal with a harsh environment where nothing is setting up, where the fundamentals are moving the market, where the TA is not working properly, you zoom out, you lower the risk, and you play selective setups, crystal clear setups. Not the other way around. Risking more, trading more, being more aggressive, revenging and doing stuff like that. Okay? Do whatever you want with your own money. It's not my problem. But the correct way to deal with a harsh environment is to zoom out, stay out, risk less. Go into the protect capital mentality. And you had a trader, all the crypto traders arena people, you had a trader, a stupid trader telling you to zoom out, to stay out, to trade less every fucking morning. And every daily crypto plan. People, trade less, risk less. If you didn't listen, that's your own problem. I cannot and I don't want to manage every trader one-to-one. No, thank you. It's your job to listen. It's your job to, take your own decision. If you consider that being aggressive will compensate and being aggressive, you can make more money in a harsh environment than to zoom out and stay out, go ahead. Maybe I don't have enough experience, but my way of dealing with the harsh month is, okay, the setups are not working properly. Something is off. Well, let's zoom out a little bit. Well, let's risk 0.5, not 1%. Excluding 1%, only 0.5 from now on. I see a setup at limit. I don't know if I should take it or not take it. Well, see, not for me. Harsh environment, stay out. Maybe I'm wrong. Who the fuck knows? Okay. So hype is not the best to trade. Solana, it's in a range here, people. Ugly range, nothing to do. I prefer not to touch it. It's not bullish, it's not bearish. It's just in a range. If we lose 72, 75, 70, $70, then we don't have a friend until 35. But in the same time, people, why you want to trade too short, too long this one? Just leave it alone. I saw someone FAFO with a short last night. The guy knows who he is, and you know, some of you insiders know. That's 100% FAFO revenge trade for the liquidation you had last week. And if you don't understand that, you should stop trading. Yeah? Because the same guy had a liquidation here. And now he's trying to revenge. He's trying to get the money back. which is really stupid from a trader. Hopefully you listen to this live stream and you'll understand and you'll put that mistake in the journal, because it's a bad mistake. That could drive you nuts. That could destroy your portfolio. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The worst mistakes are the ones you made money with it, because will encourage the behavior. It's okay to make mistakes. You didn't have a clear setup there. Was the weekend anyway? Weekend is not for trading. Specifically, you should avoid the same chart you lost money previously. When you had a liquidation on this candle, you don't go and trade again. You just ignore. You sometimes in the past, when I had, well, a bad mistake or a bad trade, I was just removing that chart from my list for weeks, for months, because I know I was tempted to revenge. I was tempted to make the money back. It's up to you. Up to you. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just pinpointing where I see an obvious mistake. And it's not only for you, Dimitri. It's for everyone, because you're not the only one. You are the one that is admitting what he's doing. The rest of people, they are doing, some of them, they are doing mistakes, but they're not telling anyone. Nothing against you. Don't take it personally. Don't think I have something against you and I'm telling you something bad. No, I'm trying to help. If you understand that, good. If you don't understand that, nothing I can do. I'll still show you the mistakes. Okay, so Solana here, ugly range, just leave it alone. I'm looking at Solana. Why I have this on my list? Solana, it's a good proxy for the Solana shitcoins, for a potential mini altcoin season or altcoin bounce. And when I'll see a bit of a request for Solana, I see a Solana a bit stronger, I could think, well, Confluence, well, let's see the shitcoins and maybe we have a chance. Here, we don't have anything. Okay, yes, lower time frame. What setup do we say that is the best setup ever? What is the setup we want? You know? Or you don't know? SFU setup. Anon is still below $1 and is still consolidating that level. Still active. I still own Anon and I still want to own Anon. As long as they are posting, as long as developers working on it or pretending to work on it, I don't know exactly. I didn't go too deep. I'm more than happy to invest because that shitcoin is moving, is doing something. If you look left and right, you'll see Twitter empty. They didn't post for months. This one is posting, so I'm okay with that. What we said about our favorite setup? Look at it. Yeah? Look at it. SFU, up, down. We can go on 5-minute chart. Of course, Paul was sleeping like a baby here. Of course. In the morning for me. Too early for me to even show you the setup. But we had an alarm, if I remember correctly here, no? That alarm triggered on VIP. Someone from VIP, please tell me, you got the alarm here? In the middle of the night? Well, that EM, and you can see we reclaim back below on 5-minute chart. We accepted here. You should be at least risk-free, if not 2-1. Depending how you frame the trade. What we can do now? Well, first let's see what we had here. We had this setup on VIP. We made nice money. We had this setup on VIP. We made nice money. We had this setup on VIP. Stop loss hit. And now we have this setup on VIP with the alarm. Same setup. Yeah. Only one setup. Let's assume that we took the trade here. If not at the neckline of the EM. Well, you are definitely 1-1 here. 2-1 will be kind of here. So only trading this one. Here, what do we have? 4.3. Here, what do we have? 2.5. But if you took the profit at 3R, was the best. Here, you hit a stop loss. Here, you are risk free. And what setup did we play? Only one. Okay. What we can do now? Let's zoom out again on 1 hour. SFU again. So let me set the alarm again here. Okay, the alarm is triggered. It's set there. I just need to go and I'll update it later. So if we'll SFU again, you can take a new setup. If not, well, wait for the Monday high and Monday low to form. Do we have something here? Let's see. Well, not bearish divergence. Well, nothing here. So no, SFU setups and that's it. Hey, Manta. So, we should be aggressive? No. We should wait for the Monday high, Monday low. We should remember also that Wednesday we have FOMC, interest rate decision. Probably is better to stay out. Like I told you, play the SFU setups. You can see here, I could take this one and put it here now. That would be a nice long. If this one will fail or not provide an SFU setup, next one will be the thing, and I'll move the alarm here, and so on. NQ, similar, probably some bearish divergence. Well, not quite, but I don't want to look at this one. It's better sometimes, but multiple times it's too volatile and will SFU before the yes. I think yes is more than okay to frame some setups. Gold, like I said on higher time frame, I don't like it. I don't want to trade it. Silver the same. No, thank you. So let's recap a little bit on lower time frame. What do we have here? We can play the SFU one more time here. Now we cannot consider this equal highs, but because this is slightly higher, but an SFU setup, SFUing above this level could trigger a trade. Or wait for the SFU, for a long SFU here in the lows. Monday usually it's ugly. I'll be in the VIP live stream. By the way, people, until the end of this month, premium member have access on London session. Yeah, London session is a VIP session. I did that for one reason or multiple reasons, to try to compensate for the lack of setups and try to give you a way to see what is inside VIP. But I think we did that for long enough. So VIP registration is open. Yeah. Open for insiders for the moment. Stefan will open in 1 or 2 days, will open for the public. Go and DM Stefan. You can DM Stefan even from now. And he will tell you when the registration will open if you want to be part of VIP. If you want to be part of premium, you can subscribe with Subscore. You go there, you do the payment, you get the role. If you want access to Holy Grail, you DM me with your username from TradingView and that's it. Yeah. VIP is something else. VIP is month by month. Only Stefan is taking care of the registration and the payments and everything. If you are in VIP and you want to be in VIP for next month, go and DM Stefan. Yeah? Do the payment before we open for the public. If you don't want, you say, well, it's too hard for me, it's not for me, I want to take a break or something. It's up to you. Go and tell Stefan, I don't want to stay in VIP for the next month. So Stefan will know to open that place for public. We don't accept unlimited people in VIP. Okay. We talked about Bitcoin, we talked about higher time frame, we talked about lower time frame. Someone mentioned Anon. Well, let's look at Anon on daily. Do you see something wrong with Anon? Let's look at weekly. If you think your project has a chance, where is the best to buy it? Here, here, or here? And I'm not saying that this one will succeed for sure. No. But if I want to have some exposure, I prefer to have something like Anon. Why? Well, let's look at their Twitter. Are they active? 25, 25, 23, 22. And let's not say that Daniele is talking only about Anon lately. Yeah? So where I want to put my money on shitcoins, and some shitcoins that they don't have a post from last year, or on these ones. I'm not saying to sell a house, to sell a car, to sell a kidney. No. Pizza money. Put it there and wait for sell half on a double. So if you buy here, sell half on a double, get risk free, and repeat the process. Okay. Well, Dimitri, we'll talk about another time. About 99% of the shitcoins. Look at ING. Well, we have a setup on ING. What is to talk about ING? We have a setup on that motherfucker. Yeah, on spot. I posted for everyone. No? Where the fuck is my setup? Not here. I don't see it. I don't know what happened. Maybe on the other one. No, here we should have it. We are long on ING. We are long from somewhere in here. Double top here. Yeah. ICNM. Not even on 4-hour chart, I think. No. Good enough. Still an uptrend. But we have a trade there. We are long. I don't know why I don't see the chart here. Okay. We posted another one. Pengu. But again, I don't see the chart here. The drawings. Why? I don't know. Maybe different template. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, there you go. Was on this one. I posted Pengu at the entry. I told you you'll get risk free at 1 hour. I don't know if we touched 1 hour. I don't think so, but you get the idea. When you see daily doubles, you see breakout retest, you should take a trade. You should take a swing at it. We did, not too many of them, because I don't think it's the right environment to be too aggressive. But if everything will pump, I think Pengu has a chance to pump, to be one of the first to pump and pump aggressively. They have a strong community. They are not too old and too many people to sell. Yeah. They still have a nice narrative. You saw that they are not stopping. I think Pengu is one of the ones, one of the good ones. But this one, I don't know why I don't see the setup. We have a long anyway. Yeah, a lot of shitcoins out there that they are doing. Please show me the last tweet and what they said in that tweet. If they said good morning, fuck them. If they said, well, look at us, we are developing week after week after week after week, then okay, pay attention. I'm not going on shitcoins now. Sorry, people. Well, sell half on a double. You buy at $1. Yeah. You buy on spot, small amount without stop loss is either zero or double. Yeah. If the price is going to $2, you sell half on a double from that bag. And the rest is free because you sold half at the double the price. You recovered your money, you put the money back in your account, and the rest of the shitcoin you have, it's free. Then you keep that shitcoin as long as it takes. Either moon, either zero. That's the way you play the... you can ask Da Vinci about little old lady. Actually, the best one to ask about little old lady or sell half on a double kind of risk management is Brian Beamish. He's the guy you should ask about little old lady. Little old lady assumes that you'll buy as low as possible, zero or hero, you sell half on a double. Every double of the price, you sell half from what is left. So you have 100 shares or 100 coins at $1, you sell 50 at $2, you sell 25 at $4, you sell 12.5 at $8, and so on. Is the best strategy? Sometimes yes. I prefer to use half of it. Buying as low as possible, selling half on the first double, and keeping the rest because it's already free as long as I want. Simple as that. And we have some templates on inside the Discord about those. Someone said about Aave. Aave in Rune. Let's take a look at Aave. I didn't look at that shitcoin from some fucking time. Well, Aave. Let's start with weekly. What do we have here? If we take the low and the high, we are below 78.6. We are in a nice location, but on weekly, that's about it. Nothing else. Why? October, tail down or week down, it's at $79. Until we swap that liquidity there, no. Another reason to stay the fuck out, wait for a weekly W. Do we have a weekly W or we are just dumping? Lower highs and lower lows. Please answer yourself. Indicators. Do you see anything special? Well, I see a bullish divergence on MACD histogram. Not good enough. I see something else on OBV? No. I see something special on RSI? No. It's not even in the oversold on weekly. So let it go back down. Make a bullish divergence in the oversold area and then we'll talk about. So on weekly, good location, acceptable if you want to invest. But if you buy 96, you should think $200 to sell half on a double. But if you buy $40, for example, you need 90 to sell half on a double. Which level do you prefer? Answer yourself, not to me. I consider that this is the level we should pay more attention, $45. Even set some limit orders there. I see the bullishness here? No. Usually, the chart... Sorry, people, I need a... Usually, a bull market on any shitcoin will start after a period like this. A long period of consolidation. Do you see it here? No. It's possible to bounce and dump there? Yeah. But you need to go on lower time frame like daily. Try to find a W. Well, actually no W, not even on daily. So nothing. The other one, you said Aave and Rune. Okay, let's take a look at Rune. I'll go on weekly directly. Rune. Shitcoin. Yeah. Damn nice location. Definitely at the value low. At the volume POC. Yeah. Look at it. Below that level. Nice. I like it. From this point of view. Either it's dead, either it's a good level. What do we have here? We have a weekly W. That's different. If you want to play a setup on weekly, okay, set a limit order there, stop loss there, and play with the results. See what happens. The problem is, it's good location, okay, weekly W, it draw my attention, but usually the bottom is forming by a long consolidation. That means we can fuck around in this environment for a long period of time. Something like this. Something like this. You can play this W, wait with a limit order here, stop loss there, and think 2 to 1. Yeah, it's possible. You can SFU this size and then dump, something like this. So I could see a setup there, maybe. Come on, motherfucker, what did you do here? Okay. There you go. There you go. Let's find a 2 to 1. I bet that the 2-to-1 is around here. There you go. A retest? Maybe if you get the retest. And 2-to-1 is sweeping that, testing that weak high. Could be a setup. I see bullish divergence on MACD histogram, but that's it. I don't see anything else. It's a bit different than the first one, but still, it's up to you. If I go on daily, probably I'll see a range. Yeah. You have the W, but you have some resistance here and probably fuck around for a long period of time. So I don't consider that it's time for shitcoins, people. Yeah. Even the OBV is giving you false signals, people, because of the dilutions. OBV is made to work best with a fixed amount of coins, shares, call it whatever you want. If you dilute and you have more and more to print, even OBV will not be as strong as you'll see it strong on the screen, but is not as good as you think, because they are printing more, because they are pushing more coins out. Look at Ripple, what they are doing. Ripple, they created a toxic community, strong community, big community. They targeted a specific kind of mentality, yeah, and they are making money out of it for years now. 4 fucking years. Well, learn from that, people. Okay, let's call it a live stream, people. Well, I don't see too many people interested in trading. I don't see too many people interested in altcoins. That's good. Let the altcoins consolidate more. I don't think it's the best environment for them. I need the Bitcoin to form a bottom and then start pushing higher, and altcoins will still have time to pump, to create the weekly Ws and that consolidation, that long consolidation I was talking about. Okay, Bitcoin is dumping into the Monday high. Let's see if we'll stop there. Well, we'll go all the way down in the long reload zone. Sorry for the people that they said moon. No moon for the moment. Range is the best. If you want to join premium, people, you have the link to subscribe. You go and click that button. Pretty simple. Huh? Go on this link, choose the period you want premium, and join us. It's less than $1 a day. I'm not saying a coffee a day, $1 a day. You get the New York session live streams, you get the trades I see and I post on premium. You are one of us, you are with us, you'll know what we are doing, and it's pretty cheap. It doesn't get cheaper than that. And one more thing, I'll not keep it as low as now forever. This is a bearish market state, ugly environment. I want as much people as possible to participate and stay with us on the bear market. But at some point in time, you'll see me, well, I'll increase the prices. If you want to join VIP, yeah, if you consider that you can manage yourself and you can trade, then join VIP. DM Stefan. Okay, DM Stefan on Discord. Stefan will give you the address and you can answer to his questions, and then he will let you in. Depends. If you are a beginner, if you are not fitted for VIP, Stefan will say stay on premium or stay on general. Don't join VIP because it's not for you. Not because it has something personal to you. You are not experienced enough to stay in VIP. By the way, 100 places in total in VIP. And we had almost 100 last time from inside the VIP. So when we'll open for public, DM Stefan if you want your place. Okay. That being said, let's keep pushing. Let's keep trading. Like I told you, I want to end this live stream with this. if you consider this is a hard environment, harsh environment, zoom out, risk less, protect more. That's the way you deal with bad environment, not risking more, not doing stupid stuff. Be able to play the game tomorrow is really, really important. And being able to play the game tomorrow doesn't mean you lose 5%. No, you want to have the same portfolio tomorrow. Okay, let's call it a live stream. See you people in the next live. Tomorrow the daily crypto plan for public, in 5 minutes with VIP, and couple of hours with premium. See you people. See you next time.